Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel It's Funny to Tears. Today I've got a story for you that is a masterclass in public embarrassment, a symphony of secondhand cringe, and a tale I like to call the karaoke disaster. So picture this. It's my friend Sarah's birthday. She decides she wants to celebrate at one of those karaoke bars with private rooms. You know the type. Sticky floors, a songbook thicker than a dictionary, and a vague smell of desperation and spilled soda. There were about 10 of us, a good mix of friends, some of whom were meeting for the first time. The mood was great, everyone was chatting, and the first few singers well, they were trying their best. You had your standard slightly off-key I Will Survive and a surprisingly decent rendition of a Backstreet Boys classic. Now, in our group there's this guy, let's call him Mark. Mark is a great guy, really funny, but he has this one tiny flaw. He genuinely believes he's a rock god waiting to be discovered. We're talking air guitar in the office, humming epic solos at his desk, the whole package. He'd been telling us for weeks, just wait till karaoke night, you guys are gonna see. We all just kind of smiled and nodded, thinking, sure Mark, whatever you say. So after a couple of hours, the liquid courage is flowing, and Mark decides it's his time to shine. He dramatically stands up, marches to the console, and starts scrolling through the songbook with the intensity of a bomb disposal expert. We're all looking at each other, whispering, oh boy, here we go. What song would he choose? A classic rock anthem? A power ballad? He punches in a code and the opening notes of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody fill the room. The entire song. Now, for those who don't know, Bohemian Rhapsody is not a song. It's an epic, 6-minute-long, multi-part rock opera. It is, without a doubt, one of the most difficult songs to sing in the history of karaoke. It's a challenge for a group of people, let alone one man who thinks his showerhead is a Grammy Award. The room goes quiet. We're all staring, a mix of awe at his boldness and sheer terror for what's about to unfold. Mark grabs the microphone, closes his eyes, and takes a deep breath, like he's about to perform at Wembley Stadium. The gentle piano intro begins. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? He begins, and honestly, the first few lines aren't terrible. A little shaky, maybe, but passable. We all exchange relieved glances. Okay, we're thinking, maybe he can actually do this. Oh, how wrong we were. As the song builds, so does Mark's confidence. And that's where the trouble started. He starts adding his own flair. He's doing these dramatic hand gestures, pointing at the ceiling, clutching his heart. When the first guitar riff hits, he unleashes an air guitar solo so intense I was worried he was going to dislocate a shoulder. Then we get to the ballad section. Mama just killed a man. He's really feeling it now. He's on his knees, one hand reaching out to an imaginary, heartbroken mother. The problem is, his voice starts to crack. And not just a little crack. It sounded like a pterodactyl trying to yodel. One of Sarah's new friends, a girl named Chloe, lets out a tiny snort of laughter, which she tries to disguise as a cough. It was the first crack in the dam. But the real magic, the moment this went from a slightly bad performance to a legendary disaster, was the opera section. I see a little silhouette of a man. Mark decides he's going to sing all the parts. The high-pitched Galileo, the deep Figaro, everything. He's bouncing back and forth, trying to change his voice for each part. The result was a chaotic jumble of squeaks, grunts, and sounds I can only describe as a goat falling down a flight of stairs. At this point, the room has completely lost it. Chloe is no longer hiding her laughter. She's got tears streaming down her face and is literally hiding behind a cushion. Sarah's boyfriend is biting his lip so hard it's turning white. I'm trying to maintain a supportive friend poker face, but my shoulders are shaking uncontrollably. But Mark? Mark is in the zone. He is completely oblivious. He thinks the tears are from the sheer emotional power of his performance. He sees us shaking, and probably thinks we're just overcome with musical ecstasy. He launches into the head-banging rock section with a fury we had never seen before. He's whipping his head back and forth, his hair flying everywhere. At one point, he swings his arm back for another epic air guitar move and accidentally knocks a full tray of drinks off the little side table. Soda, ice, and sticky glasses go flying everywhere. narrowly missing Sarah's birthday cake. There's a moment of stunned silence as we all watch a river of cola slowly seep into the carpet. Mark doesn't even notice. He's still thrashing around, screaming, "So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye?" His voice is completely gone by now. It's just a hoarse, strained yell. He finishes the final gentle, "Nothing really matters to me," with a soft, breathy whisper as if he's just poured his entire soul out onto the stage. He holds the final note, lowers the microphone, and opens his eyes, beaming, expecting a standing ovation. What he gets is a room full of people who are either crying with laughter, trying to clean up a sticky mess with tiny cocktail napkins, or just staring in stunned, silent disbelief. There's a beat of awkward silence, and then, because we're good friends, we all erupt into applause. It was the most pity-filled, insincere round of applause you have ever heard, but he bought it completely. He took a bow, a genuine full-on stage bow, and said, thank you, I know, it's a powerful song." To this day, Mark is convinced that he gave the performance of a lifetime. He'll occasionally bring it up, saying things like, "Remember my Bohemian Rhapsody? The energy in the room was just electric, wasn't it?" And we all just smile and nod and say, "Yeah, Mark, it was unforgettable." And we're not lying. It truly, truly was. So there you have it, the karaoke disaster. Let this be a lesson to all of you. Know your limits, and maybe leave the 6-minute rock operas to Freddie Mercury. Have you ever witnessed a karaoke catastrophe? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read your stories. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today on It's Funny to Tears. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next time we dive into a hilarious disaster. See you in the next video. Bye.